Put on boots, with jeans, and a white shirt in August. Destination right here. You see where it's taking you? Greenfield Farm. Greenfield Farm. Are we about to ride some horses? Are we about to ride some horses, girl?
We are.
Girl. First of all, I definitely had on the skirt, so that was like, And then I guess I was like, I'm already scared of heights. But I was pulling the reins back. I guess that's what you call them. I don't know. But I was pulling them back, and I guess I was pulling them back too tight. And people were telling me to loosen up because the horse kept backing up, and I wanted the horse to stop backing up. But it just kept backing up. And, whew. I realized that once I let go of the reins, like loosened up, it just stopped. But I was scared.
Oh, they're so pretty. You guys been doing all right?
Doing good. No need to complain.
I was nervous and I didn't mean to sound short on the phone. I was trying to surprise her. So I wanted to ask you, is it raining over there? Because it was raining on the way up.
I said, I bet it's raining where they are.
I was so nervous.
Yeah.
And I was like, but don't ask. I was like, just go. But I was so nervous when I was on the phone. I was like, and she was like, who was that? I was like, oh, it's part of the surprise.
What did she say when she come out there like, what?
She said,
As soon as I saw the farm sign, I was like, oh, we about to ride some horses.
How much do you know about African American history?
I just took a class about women's rights last semester, and the events kind of line up. So I know about how even after slavery happened, we were still trying to fight for so many rights that we didn't have, just like we are today.
Well, even after slavery supposedly was abolished, slavery really was still in existence until the 60s.
68.
Yes. So you still had slavery where black folks didn't own anything. You had a few black people who owned stuff, but most black people still didn't own anything. They lived on the white man's property here in the South. So they lived on his property and they had to share crop in order to live, to have a place to live. So even when slavery was abolished, where were they going? They didn't have anything.
Right.
They didn't own anything. So, a lot went north, of course. The Northerners received them a little better. They still weren't treated a whole lot better, but they were able to find some type of lodging.
Wow.
But in the South, folks still had to live on that slave master's property in order to live. So they were still slaves until Martin Luther King, of course, got us civil rights. So you still had some slaves up until that time.
You were different kinds of slave. You were a slave that had a piece of paper and some words saying that you were free. But anytime I was a little boy, I'm 69 years old, almost 70. But anytime a white man can walk up to you, bam, and slap you down on the ground, nothing you can do about it, and you better not say nothing about it. Now, you free?
Oh no, I had no idea
And
stuff
I can
like
tell you
that's
stories
happening.
of that.
Yeah, so those things still happen. And it's just like now with the black people getting killed by the policemen, that's just a different type.
That's a different type.
But it's still,
it's
it's
not.
not.
Badge and a uniform saying I'm legally got the legal right to do it.
But you still, we still live in a good time now where things is a whole lot different for us. But we don't need to forget it, though. We don't need to forget what happened and how our foreparents suffered in order for you all to have what you have today. And a lot of us don't know about it. That's why I asked you, what do you know about your heritage? You always had a black cowboy because cowboying started here. Why? Because the white man always had a name for his people that work. If he worked with the cows, he was a cowboy. If he worked in the yard, he was a yard boy, house boy, field boy. You know, whatever boy he was, he named him that. Cowboy the name cowboy just came famous after Hollywood wanted to do something, and so, you know, and make money. So they put the white man up there, took the black people's history, and put a white man's face. Because when I was a kid, and I'm sure even when you were a little kid, you didn't really see any black men on TV as cowboys. Most cowboys were men of color anyway, whether they were African American, Mexican, you know, Spanish, whatever they were men of color. They weren't white. White folks started, you know, later on. Of course, they want to take over everything that any colored man had done and took the history and made it look like them, because they wrote the history books. And so, you know, of course, he taught us his history. A lot of what happened with us as African Americans, and why you don't know enough about your history, is because your grandparents or great-grandparents refused to talk about it. A lot of us, you know, because the pain from the past, they don't want to talk about it. And so they don't teach their children, so their children don't teach their children, they don't teach their children, to keep it, you know, to keep it going down so we'll know. So, you know, and that happens to most of us.
Hey guys, we are going to the round pen.
You will see a lot of people are standing like this, but you want to stand like this.
Okay.
At an angle.
Always mount the horse from the left side.
Yeah, as a rule of thumb. Now, a lot of performing cowboys can mount from either side. Some other people too.
But we're not performers.
Yeah. But you want to mount from this side. You want to put the ball of the foot in the stirrup. And you have to remember, when you sit there and go up like this, don't pull down on the saddle so you don't pull yourself up. You bounce yourself up, and this leg have to, when you put that little bounce in there, this leg right here have to lift your whole body up. See? Then you just bring your leg on across like that.
Okay.
Seems.
It's one movement. And when you learn to do it with one movement, and don't put that hesitation in when you get right there or stretching this leg out, don't put that hesitation in there, because that put all the weight on the saddle and the horse back. You want to bring it, you want to keep it coming on cross.
Okay.
And like I say, and you stand right here. If you stand right here, if the horse moves to the right, you have a chance. You can get your foot out of the stirrup. You see, you stand right here. If the horse comes this way towards you, you still can get your foot out of the stirrup and stand back. But if you standing right here like this, you're right in the center of his body, and you don't have very much room to move quick enough. And each horse is different, because their body structures are different, their mentality is different, just like people.
So Nisha, you want to try first and I'll get you?
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes, hold up. Sometimes I'll catch over to the mane like that. Ooh, girl, easy.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
That's it. Come on.
Got to go to the store.
Oh, you about to go to the store?
Come on.
You look like a pro.
Play a little basketball. I'm a country girl. That's about it. Believe it, I'm surprised I actually don't ride horses. But everything else, I'm with it.
You're doing a good job.
Well, what y'all boyfriends do?
Good now. Handle her the same way.
So we just gonna stay right here, baby. It was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it was so nice to meet you guys.
So we thank you. Acting cool. We had a good time. And say, we didn't even have to sweat this morning. Say, how about that?
Yes, no rain.
Perfect weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is perfect weather today.
Okay, now I feel like going out one at a time. Because the gate's not wide for both of them. Then I come out. Then I bring the other one out.
So I guess you can call us cowgirls now.
Oh yeah.
Did I surprise you this time?
Yes, you actually got me this time. I had no idea. Horseback riding. Ah, you got me. You got me. You got me on this one.
So we just finished horseback riding, and it was so fun.
Yeah, it was fun.